This exercise is called the wall hinge. We're again practicing that hinge pattern, which is really a full body pattern. So in this situation, we're gonna be standing with our back to a wall, right? And we're gonna use that wall as a target, okay? So first, the setup. For my hinge, I usually set up with my feet about hip to shoulder width apart. That usually ends up being 12 to 14 inches apart between my feet. Now from here, I'm gonna start with my heels about 6 inches away from the wall, right? This is a conservative distance because I think we're gonna be able to take a few more steps forward. But from here, I'm gonna lead the way back with my butt. I'm gonna try to touch the wall with my butt. Right here, the cue I always give is pretend your hands are full of groceries and you're trying to close the car door with your butt, right? So we're trying to really push back this way, but notice my upper body is coming down forward. My chest is folding down and forward as I do that. But what we're seeing here is that lower back is staying nice and rigid, right? We're not allowing our bodies to round this way as we push back towards the wall, right? So for good form, we're gonna start in a nice stacked position and we're gonna reach back, right? And I can reach that pretty easily. So in order to make this more challenging, I'm gonna take an inch step forward with each of my feet. Now be careful here, taking too big a step forward will make a big impact on your ability to reach the wall. So 1 inch is enough. Let's try it again. So from here, butt back, chest down and forward. All right, I can still reach pretty easily, but that did make a big difference. All right, let's inch forward again. And I'm gonna hinge. Good, I'm getting close to my maximum here. I feel my hamstring is getting a little bit tight at the bottom there. But notice here, even as I'm getting lower, my back is staying nice and sturdy. I even start to feel my back doing some work here, which is a good thing, right? So if you're at this point and you're thinking, okay, my lower back feels like it's doing some work, it may start to feel some symptomatic, that's okay, as long as it doesn't get too much worse, right? So let's try another ½ inch forward for me. And this may be my maximum here. So I'm gonna hinge forward. I'm just barely able to graze the wall behind me. And in this position, you can probably recognize that looks a lot like a deadlift, right? That looks like I could lift something heavy up off the floor in a pretty safe way, right? And in this position, you're also, if you're following along with me, you can probably also feel that there's some work being done here by the lower back. It's meant to do some work in this position. It has a job to do in the hinge. So let's practice this for any number of times, as many number of times as it takes you to get to that final product where you find the right distance, right? And let's practice that 10 times, 2 rounds. And if this feels productive for you, we can stay here. If you feel like you need that wall to give you a target, to show you how deep to go, then keep it here at the wall hinge. If not, keep moving to the next exercise. Add this to your library by pressing the plus sign.